Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I like that. That was very quick. Let me start by welcoming you all to the historic King's Hall, to what surely is a very special day for our graduates and you, their guests. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that in the unlikely event of an emergency, an alarm will sound. Marshals at each of the emergency exit points at the side and the back of the hall will guide you to the assembly points and ensure that you exit safely. My name is Dr. Laura Walton-Williams, and I'm the Director of Enterprise Education here at Staffordshire University. I know how important this day is for our graduates. I'd just like to take a few moments to walk you through what's going to happen during the ceremony and what to expect afterwards. The ceremony will commence as the platform party make their way down the central aisle to the seats behind me. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, will then make a short address. The Vice-Chancellor and your Executive Dean will move to the lower platform ready to receive you graduands. Each graduand will come onto the lower platform to receive their award, and their names will be read individually and by course. Graduands, walk across the lower platform and doff your cap to the Vice-Chancellor and to your Executive Dean. I do like it when I see people suddenly start to practice this, as you're already nervous about the hat falling off anyway. I will be at the end of the stage, waiting to direct you back to the back of the hall and then back to your seat. Now, other than obviously your graduation, your results, this is probably the most nervous you've been in terms of making it safely across the stage. Try and go slowly. Don't run. It's not a sprint. Take the time, look out at the audience and smile at your guests who are here with you. The only word of warning I will give for anybody wearing heels is it's a bit of a slope at the end, so please don't take this at speed, otherwise I'll be catching you at the end. As you look around you in this amazing venue, you will see the results of the artistic heritage of the potteries in Stoke-on-Trent. After the ceremony, you will all return to the Catalyst building on campus, and you'll have the opportunity to enjoy yourselves at the post-ceremony reception. Guests, this is your opportunity to celebrate the amazing achievement of the graduate you are here with today. Whilst we ask you to remain seated as the graduates cross the stage, we want to encourage you to celebrate their success and hard work. Please, please don't stay quiet. Make as much noise as you possibly can so that the person you're here to celebrate will be able to hear you. We're going to do a practice of this now, individually, no. As a whole group, we're just going to do a practice run to see just how loud you can possibly be. So if you've got anything in your hands, put that down. So on the count of 3, I would like to hear how loud you can be with all your cheering, whooping and applause to give us an idea of what to expect. So 1, 2, 3. Very good. You can come again. At the end of the ceremony, if you are able to, all graduates and guests stand as the platform party then depart back through the centre aisle. Once the platform party have left, graduates, you will then follow. Guests, if we can ask you to please remain in your seats until all the graduates have left, and then you are free to join them. You will then all be able to board the awaiting coaches outside back to the Catalyst building on campus, where light refreshments will be served and your celebrations can continue. Can I ask you that you keep hold of your tickets, as you'll need those to claim your refreshments when you get back onto campus. So, let's enjoy what surely will be one of the most memorable days for our graduands. Without further ado, let's begin the ceremony. If you are able to, could you please stand as we welcome the platform party? I invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, to deliver the opening address.
I declare that the Convocation of Staffordshire University 2024 is now assembled. Honoured guests, governors, colleagues from around the university, graduands, your family and friends, as Vice-Chancellor, I warmly welcome you all on this very special occasion, a celebration achievement of your class of 2024. Today, this afternoon, we mark the success of our graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences and the Institute for Education and Department of Psychology. We also celebrate the success of students from our partners, Newcastle and Stafford Colleges Group, Riverside College, Stoke-on-Trent Sixth Form College and South Staffordshire Colleges. Graduands, congratulations on reaching this incredible milestone. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that the world is constantly changing and evolving. The skills and knowledge that you gained here are your foundation, but your ability to innovate, adapt and embrace change will be your greatest assets indeed. I want you to feel that today is your day, an opportunity to properly celebrate your significant achievements and reflect indeed how far indeed you've all come this afternoon. I wish to also pay special tribute to the university staff, your family and friends and colleagues who have encouraged and inspired you throughout your studies, culminating indeed on your graduation here today. As a university, we pride ourselves on our talented students, and here is just a taster of students about to graduate today. Shortly, you'll be hearing from Alexis Carey, who graduates today with a professional doctorate in health psychology. Alexis recently received an award for recognising her research project, which is a qualitative investigation of children's experience of school closures during the COVID-19 pandemic. This award enabled her to present her research, which involved interviewing school children in Ireland at the recent annual Health Psychology Conference. Special mention this afternoon also goes to Gemma Cope, Gemma McCann and Alex McFarlane, who took second and third prize places in our GradX 2024, a showcase of students' final year projects. Gemma Cope especially has a decade of experience in the care industry and works as an NHS nursing assistant. Graduating today with a degree in psychology and counselling, she aims to become a professional counsellor, working with people who've experienced trauma and domestic abuse. Our university is focused on being a catalyst for change for our region, a university deeply committed to next level learning, a university that builds skills and literally transforms lives. We believe in supporting our students to succeed, leading them through the doors that matter most to them. This is the key reason why we are ranked second in the UK for the quality of education in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2024. Employability is also important as we aim deeply to support our growing regional economies of Stoke-on-Trent and Staffordshire. And in this context, it's especially pleasing that Staffordshire University has been recognised as top 10 for career prospects in the What Uni Student Choice Awards 2023. At this point in proceedings, it is usual for me to make reference to great people from Staffordshire who've gone on to achieve remarkable things. So just across the road in Stoke Minster is the memorial, of course, to the famous potter, Josiah Wedgwood. Wedgwood being an entrepreneur of his time and a campaigner for social reform, indeed his own catalyst for change. And on the 1st of May, in accordance with Staffordshire Day, we also installed our world-renowned explorer, Major Leveson Wood, as Chancellor of our university, the image behind me. We are confident that Leveson, who was literally made in Staffordshire, will demonstrate to our students that graduates and our university community are where the place of dreams are made and where success for you is made real. Furthermore, as a world-round ambassador, he will champion our unique talents, our diverse ideas and personalities, so that we can continue to drive change and deliver success. At his installation in May, Leveson spoke about how he'd written his university dissertation on the Grand Tour, a formative cultural journey undertaken by the upper class between the 17th and 19th centuries. He was so inspired by this that after he graduated, he set off on his own personal adventure, hitchhiking from England to India via Russia, Iran and Afghanistan, albeit on a tight student budget. It was a journey that changed his life and began him on a career of exploration. Leveson has since travelled more than 120 countries and set off on many expeditions, walking the Nile to trekking 2,000 miles across the Himalayas. But he makes the point that the place that gave him his sense of identity, curiosity and belonging, the place he discovered his love of the outdoors and spirit for adventure, was right here in Staffordshire, where he grew up. He also stressed that his career path was not without its challenges. His book about his hitchhiking adventures was rejected by every single publisher. His pitch for a TV documentary was deemed to be too dangerous. But he was undeterred, and he got there in the end. My advice to you is never give up. Whether you're entering the workforce, continuing your education journey, or making the most of your own voyage of discovery, I encourage you all in this room to stay curious and open to new ideas. Because I believe that the future is bright for those that dare to dream big and pursue their passions with determination and resilience. Believe in yourselves and do not be afraid to forge your own path. The challenges of our times require collective effort and diverse perspectives. My advice to you today is to build strong networks. Seek out your mentors and be ready to work together to tackle the issues that matter deeply to you. Our class of 2024 has the power to drive significant change, from advancing technology and treatments to promoting social justice in cases and instances of environmental sustainability. Together, you can create a future that's inclusive, innovative, yet sustainable. But in a world full of noise and distractions, stay true to yourself and your own principles. Be bold, take risks, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of your personal journeys. I wish you all the success for the future, and I hope you'll thoroughly enjoy this afternoon's graduation. Honoured guests, please be upstanding and welcome our class of 2024.
I invite the Head of Department from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Kerry Sudren, to present the graduands from the Institute of Education and the Department of Psychology.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you those students within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Institute of Education and the Department of Psychology who have gained the following awards. Postgraduate Certificate in Higher and Professional Education, Yasmin Ezzedine. Foundation Degree in Education, Alex Louisa Baglin. Sarah Jane Bryan. Jamie Lee Gorey. Isabel Rebecca Mills. Claire Elizabeth Morris. Heather Rhodes. Samantha Slack. Dylan Jack Stevenson Barker. Foundation degree in Education, Early Childhood Studies, Beatrice Baker. Sarah Jennifer James. Hannah Stringer. Jade Louise Thompson. Molly Catherine Walker. Foundation degree in Education with Early Childhood Studies, Jodie Megan Allen. Lucy Elizabeth Benson. Catherine Louise Bradburn. Megan Chloe Dawson. Certificate in Education, Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Adam Canal. Amy Clark. Jennifer Ellen Yarrow. David Bailey. Jodie Barnfield. Clara Monica Doyle. Claire Martin. Matthew Sumpter. Rachel Elizabeth Timms. For a thesis entitled A Psychological Exploration of Factors Which Affect the Uptake and Retention of Diabetes Prevention Programs, supervised by Rachel Povey, the award of Doctor of Philosophy is made to Sonia Begum. For a thesis, the influence of relationship and fantasy characteristics on sexual fantasy disclosure likelihood, supervised by Jade Elliott, the award of Doctor of Philosophy is made to Matthew Liam Kimberley. For work including research in the health and well-being experiences of young people during school closures due to the COVID-19 pandemic, supervised by Rachel Povey, professional doctorate in health psychology, and the prize for outstanding contribution is awarded to Alexis Carey. For work including research in the psychological well-being of older adults living in extra care settings, supervised by Drs. Amy Burton and Emily Buckley, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Rebecca Higton. For work including research in applying health psychology to medium-secure mental health care settings, supervised by Drs. Gemma Hurst and Karen Rodham, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Dipti Tikushorbai Mistry. Master's degree in Health Psychology, Thomas William Boxall. Master's degree in Psychology, Hannah Best. Joseph John Kennedy. Master's degree in psychotherapeutic counselling, Tanika Naomi Butler. Dawn Louise Hindle. Postgraduate diploma in cognitive behavioural therapy, Yaasantawa Brown. Ifat Gwari. Rachel Gismondi Mitchell. Amira Hosnali Kodabukas. Lucy Lorraine Hudson. Olusegun Kayode Idowu. Benjamin Anthony James. Sahibjit Kaur. Cheryl Elizabeth Lee. Farah Manor. Vicky Olorenshaw. Umar Sadiq. Rachel Amy Sargent. Emily Sayer. Laura Mary Scammell. Jessica Louise Turner. Postgraduate Diploma in Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Joyce Olufumileo Bameki Bailey. Geraldine Allison Eld. Natalie Louise Howard. Lynn Michelle Jones. Ruth Renouf. Receiving the Psychology Department Prize for Postgraduate Achievement, Philippa Claire Williams. Bachelor's degree in Forensic Psychology, Eve Burton. Kiva Fiona Cardwell. Sophie Ann Cope. Emily Draper. Annalise Jade Eustace. Courtney Hood. Carly Beth Jones. Francesca Louise Lovett. Chantel Loren Lyon. Abby McCrory. Georgina Mulryan. Molly Louise Rowe. Georgia Leah Sadler. Jagoda Katarzyna Stajewska. Jessica Svensson. Georgia Verdi. Bachelor's degree in Psychological Studies, James Bailey. Jasmine Quayle. Ellie Catherine Squires. Bachelor's degree in Psychology, Thomas Brown. Receiving the Psychology Department Prize for Undergraduate Achievement and the BPS Undergraduate Award in Psychology, Lauren Hall. Peter Robert Jones. Milena Konkiewicz. Fatia Musa. Mandy Price. Caitlin Nicola Sanders. Andrew Thompson. Ikaiti Umo. Rebecca Carmen Walsh. Lillian Alexandra Whitaker. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Child Development, Nicola Beckett. Amelia Bourne. Paul Lee Corcoran. Tony Edwards. Jamie Francis Guy. Stephanie Louise Haywood. Chloe Martine Lockett. Katie Longworth. Corina McHale. Katie Rocky. Molly Runk. Marina Alexandra Tudor. Ikra Shaheen Ulahak. Kieran Vickers. Angel Walker. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Counselling, Zain Adshead. Clarice Yvonne Banasco Zaragoza. Charlotte Bradshaw. Danielle Brazier. Nathaniel Clark. Amber Lily Clark. Gemma Danielle Cope. Cheryl Craig. Celine Elizabeth Gosling. Michael Hackney. Lydia Jane Harrison. John Alex Hughes. Rebecca Emily Keeling. Eva May Matthews. Alex Leo McFarlane. Paul Henry McGovern. James Muddle. Iona Newman. Nicola Nixon. Claire Rigby. Libby Roberts. Zach John Rutter. Kiran Sajid. Jennifer D. Sibley. Travis Angus Swift. Owen Vigras. Jordan Wright. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Criminology, Kian Daniel Bridge. Abby Lauren Brown. Ryan Dibbons. Sarah Nellie Lavallee. Gemma Emily McCann. Hamish McCarg Roddis. Chelsea Mackenzie. Marta Osakowska. Samantha Lavinia Richardson. Laura Rowley. Ji Ling Tang. Stacey Taylor. University Professional Diploma in Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Natalie Clowes. Robert William Cook. Christopher Jack Corbett. Claire Housley. Julia Marianne Lowe. University Professional Certificate in Psychological Wellbeing Practice, Natalie Sophie Bird. Kerry Bradley. Eleanor Rose Fitzpatrick. Charlie Joe Blade Gamble. Elaine Goldstraw. Sharon Elizabeth Gregory. Jordan Macaulay Hargreaves. Chloe Harrison. Holly Harvey. Javiria Iftikhar. Shima Jahar. Jajdit Kaur Kosa. Philippa Ann Lacker. Ariane Marie Lawson. Hannah May. Faith McKee. Lynette Kudzai Mutaiz. Louise Jade Perry. Sobia Rafiq. Sarah Jane Rhea. Caris Rose Woodruff Shin. Andre Nicole Slattery. Olivia Staniland. Caitlin Elise Stevens. Bethany Grace Taylor. Sophie Elizabeth K. Unwin. Robin Lee Whittet. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Institute of Education and the Department of Psychology.
I now invite Alexis Carey, graduating student from the class of 2024, to the platform to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the graduating cohort.
Hello graduates, guests and platform party. I'm truly honoured to stand before you all today, reflecting on our respective journeys ending in this remarkable achievement of graduating from Staffordshire University, for me with a doctorate in health psychology. What we as the graduating class all have in common, despite our diverse backgrounds, is the incredible support and education we have received. My inspiration came from very special people in my life. Firstly, my granddad. From a young age, he instilled in me a profound love of learning. I vividly remember him teaching me how to do complex maths, well, for a 6-year-old, and explaining the immense power of education. His passion for learning was contagious, igniting a spark in me that has stayed with me ever since. Secondly, my granny, whose compassion and belief in us all helped us through the toughest of times. She always told me she saw me becoming a doctor. My granddad passed away when I was 15. Around that time, my family faced challenges that had negative ripple effects on us all. By this stage, I knew I wanted to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist. However, I knew this career path would need to be put on hold, understanding the importance of not going into a helping profession until you have first helped yourself feel better. It wasn't until I was 30 that I felt ready to return to education. Over the next 10 years, I dedicated myself to studying psychology and cognitive behavioural therapy, and then working with children at risk of early school leaving. I provided therapeutic support within schools to ensure that these children too could harness the power of education in their lives. Joining Staffordshire University to complete my Stage 2 health psychology training at 40 was a pivotal moment in my career. I was fortunate to receive one of the bursary placements for my doctorate, working with young people with high support needs in a complex of pupil referral units in Wolverhampton. The support I received from the lecturers within the health psychology department has been nothing short of extraordinary. In particular, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Povey, who has gone above and beyond as a mentor and academic supervisor. Her guidance and humour got me through numerous bumps in the road in my placement and beyond. I'm really grateful, and I look forward to continuing to work together, Rachel. To my amazing Prof Doc colleagues, Abdi, Becky, who is here today, Leslie and Sophie, doing the doctorate alongside me, we shared this path together, each with our unique stories, and we became such close friends and supports of each other in the process. To my friends, siblings, and Mam and Pat, who are also here today, the unwavering support I got during my doctoral training made this return to education possible. To my granny, who died during my doctoral training, I ended up a doctor after all, just not quite the kind you imagined I would. Finally, what we as the graduation class all have in common, as I said earlier, despite our diverse backgrounds, is the incredible support and education we have achieved. Staffs has created an environment where we can thrive and achieve our dreams. So with the sentiments of my granddad and in the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. We are now equipped with this powerful weapon, and it is up to us all to use it wisely and compassionately. My hope for all of us as graduates is that we inspire, support, and uplift those around us, just as we have been inspired and supported. I think I speak on behalf of every graduate in this room when I say a massive thank you to our amazing lecturing, technical, and support staff. You encouraged us to be curious and daring in our pursuit of knowledge, creativity, and success. Your passion, patience, and guidance has left an indelible mark on all of us. So please join me in showing our gratitude for the amazing staff at Staffordshire University. Let's show our appreciation with that noise we spoke about earlier. Thank you.
I invite Mike Phillips, the Executive Dean of the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, to deliver the closing remarks.
Graduates, congratulations to each and every one of you. Be proud of what you have achieved. In my role as Executive Dean of the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, I'm privileged to be addressing you today. Education and psychology combined touch the lives of almost everyone living in our communities, and the two disciplines are intertwined. Whilst education provides the fundamental knowledge and skills necessary for personal and professional development, psychology's insights into human behaviour and mental processes make it an essential field for improving individual lives and societal functioning. Educational psychology aids in developing teaching methods and learning strategies to improve educational outcomes, while health and sports psychology is concerned with how psychological factors influence health and well-being. Your own student experience will have developed and tested the critical thinking and problem-solving that is essential for tackling the challenges we face on a daily basis. I urge you to look around you today at the people who have shared your university journey, at the people who have achieved against all odds, and to feel optimistic for the future. Many of you here may have heard about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is applied in areas such as business, education, and healthcare to understand and motivate individuals. Abraham Maslow famously said, "In any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or to step back into safety." Today, you have all taken a giant step forward in your lives and your careers, and I urge you to continue moving forwards and continuing to grow. Throughout your studies, you will have made connections with people we hope you'll stay in touch with for the rest of your lives and your careers. You will also hopefully have made friendships that last a lifetime. Keep in touch with your friends and with us. There's nothing we like more than to hear from those who are part of our global community. I would like to say a big thank you to the staff that have taught and supported you at the university. I know that they are all very proud of what you have achieved and of the part that they have been able to play in your journey so far. If I can offer you a few words of advice: make good choices. Stand up for what you believe in. Decide on where you want to go in life and why that matters. Before I draw proceedings to a close and you head back to the Catalyst building for the post-ceremony reception with family and friends, I invite you to join in a time-honoured tradition. In a moment or two, I will ask graduates who are able to stand and throw their caps in the air. Afterwards, we ask graduates to please remain standing, and everyone else who can to stand as the platform party leaves the hall, followed by the graduates. Now, as a grand finale, graduates, I invite you to stand and throw your caps in the air on my count. Please be mindful of those around you. Guests, you're invited to make as much noise as you can to celebrate the class of 2024. 3, 2, 1.